Kerry, let's talk a little bit about oil, which was a big subject yesterday when the president had his news conference with all of his top national security officials there. Venezuela has a huge amount of oil in the country, the world's largest oil reserves, more than 300 billion barrels right now. And that's about a fifth of the global reserves. And so there's a lot of oil, a lot of money at stake in all of this. How do you see oil factoring into what's going on?
Well, I think one of the things that President Trump actually made quite clear in his press conference right after this was disclosed that this operation had happened was that the U.S., from his perspective, national security objectives here are centrally focused on oil. And that's very different than the justification that the administration, the Secretary of Defense and others made over the course of the last several months when they were implementing these strikes against boats in the Caribbean and the Eastern Pacific, where the description that they were giving at that time, the justification was drugs and the threat that drug trafficking posed to the United States. So I thought the president, first of all, made it clear that oil is really the national security objective that he is focused on. The second piece is, I think, if that is in fact the case, then that presents a wide range of risks that I think U.S. policymakers, Congress in particular, need to really be questioning about as we move forward. Because if the intent is to, quote, control the oil or have that objective, then that may raise the risk that there is a substantial U.S. military potential engagement that is involved. There is no assurance at this point from a geopolitical perspective that the Venezuelan existing government, to the extent that it currently exists, or that the Venezuelan military or that Venezuelan armed groups such as terrorist organizations, other armed paramilitaries are going to simply acquiesce to the United States government saying that it is going to take control over the oil.